So far, we've been talking about databases and database tables, which is really good for what's called structured data, where you have rows and columns with given fields. But what if you wanted to let users upload images or PDF files? A database table is not going to be the best way to store that information, and for that, Replit has app storage. So to demonstrate how that works, we're going to be sticking with this Repl Stack demo site, which has user login, which can only be accessed once you're logged in. So I've opened up a new tab for that. And if you watched our course on user authentication, this website should be looking familiar to you already. We added this feature where we wanted to let users make a course request where they submit their own course idea for something they want to learn about. Right now, this is just structured data where the user enters a title and a description, and those get added as rows in our database. But what if we wanted to let the user upload something like an image where they could take screenshots of their progress, similar to the actual Repl Stack courses website? To do that, we're going to need to introduce app storage so that we can store and serve the user their uploaded screenshots. So since we're adding a new feature, I'm going to start a new chat. I'm going to start in the plan mode, and I'm going to say, I want to add. So I'm just going to ask it to plan the implementation first. And after it comes up with the plan, we will start by implementing the app storage build. Okay, so we have our plan. It's looked through the documentation on app storage as well as our app and how it's all structured. So it's come up with a plan, which is basically going to identify that we have these tabs for different features, and it's going to add a new tab there. It's come up with the plan for the database changes. It's going to install the Replit app storage integration, and then it's even planned out the security and validation steps. I'm going to have another lesson on database security, but this is actually giving us a nice little introduction here for the app storage side of it. And all this looks good, so I've asked Agent to go ahead and implement and integrate with app storage. Now, the very first thing that it does is this integrating with app storage. It's come up with a task list, so add the screenshots, progress screenshots table to our database. So we're going to need a new database table for these screenshots. So let's see if it's added that. Okay, it's already added this, so progress screenshots. It's going to install the object storage, which is the app storage package. So if I head over to a new tab and I search for app storage, we can see that no buckets have been added yet. And in the process of setting this up, this is why we go through Agent, because rather than manually creating a new bucket and trying to link everything up to our schema and database tables, going through Agent is going to make this whole process a lot simpler. And once it's ready, this app storage is going to show us the buckets that have been created, and I'll show you how to access those files once they're added. Okay, so the app storage has been added, and this is what it looks like once you have integrated it and set it up and created a bucket. So we can upload files into this bucket here. But again, it's best to actually just use the app's UI workflow. So that means uploading things to your bucket using the actual app. So to do so, let's head over to our app, which has this new tab here called Progress Screenshots. Let's just take a screenshot right now, drag it in, and test this out. Okay, so it says screenshot uploaded, but I can't actually see a preview of the screenshot that I've just added. I think the name and file is correct, so let's just check what's happening. Okay, so after some back and forth with Agent, we now have this Progress Screenshots tab, which lets us upload screenshots. So if I just take a quick screen grab here and drag it in, uploading screenshot. If I scroll down, I can see that this screenshot has now been added for this particular user. If I refresh the page, it's going to persist. It's going to be stored there so that I can access it again. And we also have the option to delete any screenshots from our list. And these are only going to be visible to each individual user. These images are being stored in app storage as well as in our database under this progress screenshots table, which is storing the user ID who uploaded it, as well as the file name and the original image file name as well. So some final tips for working with app storage. I would recommend using and switching on the extended thinking and high power model if you are adding app storage for the first time. Replit Agent doesn't always get this right, and it's probably going to save you a bunch of back and forth if you activate those higher power models. And I'll leave a prompt below for helping Agent troubleshoot any common issues that might be going wrong while getting app storage set up. App storage is really useful again for things like a client portal where you want to let users upload files, for apps where you want to let users upload their own images or screenshots, or for websites where you're hosting videos and a lot of images and large files that you just want to be able to manage in a slightly more efficient manner.